Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Members of the board, I'm Valerie Waits. I teach in Lexington School District 1, and I was also a member of the textbook committee this past summer. I would like to reiterate the time that we spent on these textbooks and the fact that we looked at the standards, and regarding these standards, they were our score sheet for these textbooks. We also use expectations of inquiry when we look at these textbooks to make sure that they all met what we thought were high expectations. And we know that those are very important. This was the second committee that I have served on, and I have worked with some very professional people, and we took our task seriously. This textbook, that is consideration, the Miller and Levine textbook, it is a textbook that I use now in my biology classes at Gilbert High School. It is of high appeal to my students. As you know, reading in science is very difficult because of the vocabulary and the language, and it appeals to them. It has great examples, it has good explanations, and it has a variety of questions on various levels for them. And they do read the textbook, which is half the battle sometimes. I assure you that we chose quality textbooks. We thoroughly examined these textbooks. I spent my summer looking at textbooks. I do not know of any other group of individuals who have the experience, the expertise, the commitment, and the enthusiasm to spend their summer reading and evaluating science textbooks. To ignore our recommendation of the Miller and Levine text indicates to us and to future textbook review panel members and to teachers in general that our expertise and time is not valued. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. John, Tom came next. I'm going to skip half this speech because I don't feel you gave us adequate time to discuss this. I'm Tom Kermack, and I'm just a parent. I'm also a citizen, and I'm a taxpayer and a voter. And I'd like to say that what we're here talking about today is First Amendment rights. Also, we're talking about the fact that because the Scopes monkey trial settled nothing, nor did Epson versus Arkansas, apparently. In 1968, the Supreme Court ruled in Epson versus Arkansas 393 U.S. 97 such bans on teaching abolition contravening the Establishment Clause because their primary purpose is religious. Not only are such bans illegal, they tend to recurrently evolve, if you will, from a fundamental lack of understanding as to the nature of the systems. There are a number of mostly Christian Americans who wish that we could put prayer back in the school and kick science out. These Christian Americans do not realize the fact that prayer has never left school. Children are free to pray anytime they choose to God, Jesus, Buddha, Allah, or whomever, as long as it does not impede the education process or interfere with educational time or in any way impose on the majority beliefs. You can even have religious time out off campus, which I might add has not been taken advantage of nearly enough by religious organizations in this state or in the United States. On the other hand, a scientific theory to which the evolution has been castigated by the same religious groups as a direct attack on beliefs of certain religions since the theory's origin, as if one were trying to replace the other. They want evolution not to be taught, even to the point where books which contain evolutionary theory are banned for various purported reasons from the list of selections school districts can choose for their classroom. Therefore, I say that these people want science kicked out of schools. I don't mean to say all science, since I suppose another theory, the Big Bang Theory, can stay for a while in view of the fact that it's approved by the Catholic Church. I doubt the Southern Baptist Convention has approved it yet, though, so I'm sure it's still under scrutiny in South Carolina. Interesting to note, though, Catholic schools teach the fact of evolution and the scientific theory and its mechanism. I don't have a question on, but I'd like to say in closing that I would like you to please reinstate the biology text by Miller and Levine.
Thank you, Mr.
South Carolina 2009 edition. And I'd like to submit this as a record.
Bring it forward.
Have copies of this total thing for the record.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Okay, Lori Coffin or Coffin. Lori's not here. Eric Canale. And Edward Edward Earwood. Okay, well, that will conclude our public comment period. Thank you very much for everyone's input and thank you.